Good morning and welcome to today's episode of the Fiji Times headlines. Leading the bulletin today, parents can report bullying in schools to police. This is according to the Education Minister, Rosie Akbar. Ms. Akbar made the statement in reply to recent reports of student bullying in schools. The minister said she was aware of complaints from parents and the ministry was working on ways to tackle the issue. Ms. Akbar says every school had a management behavior policy and the school heads must be capable to deal with cases of bullying. She said heads of schools must be responsible in dealing with bullying and that divisional heads of schools were also available to assist them. Meanwhile, former matron of a school in Tailevu says senior students were usually the ones who bullied young and new students. Kemba Koroi broke her silence on what she termed as an ongoing issue, which she witnessed for many years now. She even had to attend to alleged bullying cases that had visible injuries on students' bodies. Ms. Koroi pleaded with parents to be attentive to their children and to work with teachers in building a brighter future for the children. Defense Minister Inya Seriratu has called on regional counterparts to work together to enhance security across the region. Speaking at the opening of the 4th South Pacific Defense Ministers meeting in Nandi yesterday, he said maintaining defense across each state could only be achieved through collaboration. Meanwhile, the security implications associated with climate change was one of the main focus of day one at the meeting. Mr. Seriratu highlighted the important link between climate change and security during the opening of the meeting. The meeting will end today with the regional leaders expected to release a communique of shared values and the way forward for the South Pacific Defense Ministers meeting members. And 2 men are in police custody for their alleged involvement in the death of a man who was found lying outside the accident and emergency unit of the CWM hospital on Wednesday afternoon. Police spokesperson Anna Naisoro said the woman the victim who was yet to be identified was found with stab wounds and attempts by medical authorities to revive him failed. She said the victim was believed to be 30 or 40 years old, of fair complexion, has a beard and has a Masi tattoo on his left arm from his shoulder to his elbow. She added investigators could not positively confirm the victim's ethnicity. Ms. Naisora said the victim was seen to have been dropped off in a silver-grey Prius, which was later found abandoned in Tadirua. The two suspects, who are in their 30s, later surrendered themselves at the Nambour police station. Anyone who may have information that could assist in identifying the victim is requested to call the Southern Division Command Center on 9905-529. And in business, a latest partnership between Fiji's Superannuation Fund and its Cook Islands counterpart is expected to ensure the social protection of Fijians working in the Cook Islands. The Fiji National Provident Fund signed a memorandum of understanding with the Cook Islands National Superannuation Fund, which will see the transfer of superannuation savings of Fiji nationals from CINSF to FNPF upon the cessation of employment of Fiji nationals in the Cook Islands. FNPF Chief Executive Officer Chauchi Koroi said the MOU enhanced the protection of Fijian workers in the Cook Islands, majority of whom were in the tourism industry. And in our sports news, at the most crucial stage of one of the country's top and widely followed football tournaments, and some only 8 weeks to go to another important regional sporting meet, a sporting federation has had to penalize players over disciplinary issues. In separate incidents, 3 national reps and a club-level player are now the subjects of their respective disciplinary bodies that are now tasked to decide the fate of their football career. Real captain Armani McCoy copped a 3-year suspension at all levels of football after he failed a drug test during the pool stages of the 2019 Vodafone Fiji FAC tournament. Silver duo Christopher Wasasala and Lysenia Raura, both named in Team Fiji's football squad to the Pacific Games in Samoa come July, have very slim chances. They allegedly broke camp on Tuesday night to a city watering hole, and their fate is now at the hands of the Suva Football Disciplinary Committee. 90 player Emmanuel Moses Prakash is on indefinite suspension from all levels of football because he failed to attend a drug test during the tournament. He will now have to appear before the Fiji Football Association Board of Control that will decide on his future. And the late chairman of Fiji National Rugby League, Penny Musinamasi, was farewelled in a moving homecoming service attended by friends and family members at the FMF Gymnasium in Lozala Bay yesterday. Hundreds of mourners from around Fiji and abroad, members of parliament and heads of various sporting bodies around Fiji came together to pay their last respects to one of Rugby League's greatest administrators. In his eulogy, National Rugby League International Development Manager and Rugby League International Federation representative Tess Baitieri, who flew in from Australia to attend the funeral, reminisced the good times and effect that Musinamasi had on the Rugby League sporting family. Baitieri said the world body had received words of comfort and condolences from the Rugby League fraternities around the world, including Australia, New Zealand, France, Samoa, Lebanon, South Africa, Serbia, Scotland, Ireland, Canada, Papua New Guinea, Ukraine, Russia, Hungary, Turkey, Cameroon, Brunei, England, Tonga, Cook Islands, and the USA. Musinamasi was finally laid to rest at the Vatwanga Cemetery. And now looking at the weather, expect brief showers about the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands with fine weather elsewhere with cool nights. The outlook for tomorrow, also expect brief showers about the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands, elsewhere mainly fine and cool at night. For mariners, a strong wind remains in force for southwest Viti level waters. A high pressure system to the far south of the group directs a fresh to southeast wind flow over the Fiji waters. The forecast to east to southeast winds 20 to 20 knots with rough seas. Don't forget to follow us on social media and subscribe to our website to read what's made it to the Fiji news today. For news tips, email us at timesnews@fijitimes.com.nj. And that is all we have for you today. Until tomorrow, have a blessed day.